Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Shultz,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
I am humbled by the people of Carlisle choosing me to preside over this elected body for the next 4 years. In both council and staff, I serve alongside some of the most conscientious, thoughtful people that I've had the fortune to meet. Within and beyond these walls, we will face challenges, some foreseen, some yet unknown. For each of us up here, our goal is unified and simple. Make life better for the people we serve, the best we can.
that I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and defend.
Imagine, if you will, somewhere in Carlisle, there's a woman who has just learned her daughter has cancer. Somewhere there's a man, maybe a veteran, whose home is an unrolled pack on the cold ground of a park. Somewhere in Carlisle, someone is trying to deal with the pain and torment of an assault by injecting poison into her veins for the first time. Elsewhere, a mom was denied a much-needed raise, perhaps unwittingly by her employer because of the color of her skin. In someone's home right now, a young student of immigrant parents is working through her homework while her parents are busy working extra jobs to make ends meet. These are all stories that take place in this town, and we know because we've heard them. In June 1981, a 7-year-old boy, just awakened, sat on the edge of his bed, the world swirling around him as his parents explained to him that his 3-month-old brother had finally succumbed to a rare genetic disease. Spending those next decades searching for meaning and purpose from those 3 months, that lost boy now sits here as mayor, understanding the fragility, grief, and pain of life, and trying to find a way to help make life better for others. Knowing we have all too brief a moment of earthly existence here together.
the Constitution of the United States
The Constitution of the United States.
So what will this council do with this brief moment we have together? We've already begun working on 2 lofty goals: addressing our local responsibilities on climate change and empowering a Truth and Reconciliation Commission to find ways to improve opportunity and equity for those who have been disadvantaged by the color of their skin. We must and we will see those goals through. And those goals are harmonies to the melody of the everyday work we must do.
and the Constitution of the Commonwealth.
And the Constitution of the Commonwealth.
The seemingly mundane things that we do, like ensuring water flows to homes and businesses and trash gets picked up. The procedure-dominated process of land planning and historic preservation, facilitating a new internet provider's entry into the borough. These choices may seem inconsequential to most, but they are the choices that affect the quality of life of our residents. Some of these choices have indirect ramifications on the people we serve and whether they can provide for themselves and their families. We must do all these things in a borough that is largely built out with little ability to expand our tax base, although we will continue our work to strengthen the economic backbone of our borough, our small businesses, and our residents.
And that I will discharge the duties of my office
And that I will discharge the duties of my office.
Despite our fiscal challenges, we will continue to remain responsible with our use of tax dollars. Each tax dollar spent is money that might otherwise go to a resident's groceries or basic utilities. So we will do everything in our power to make sure those tax dollars have value returned for them. The things we do as government are done because we are all in this together as a community. And there are those things that are best done collectively. Together we have ridden through economic highs and lows. Together we have done our part to try to keep each other safe and healthy through each successive wave of the global pandemic. We rise and fall together because Carlisle is about community. Carlisle is about looking out for your neighbors and the strangers you may meet and picking them up when they most need it. That is the very heartbeat and in the DNA of this town, and why I fell in love with it more than 2 decades ago.
as Carlisle Borough Mayor.
As Carlisle Borough Mayor,
Each of us as elected officials were handed these positions in trust for the public. As we press forward, let us and each person we serve work with the common purpose and dedication this borough deserves. And together we will restore Carlisle. We will rebuild prosperity for all. And in so doing, we will renew our commitment to each other as a community united.
With fidelity.
With fidelity.